So what this drone does is that it's simulating how you can mount a real gun on this drone. Yeah, so if you are using an actual gun,
yes,
you now use it you use this drone now. If you use actual drone, you can actually use it to fire.
Interesting.
Yes,
so while
you can
on air?
actually use it, yeah, while on air. And that's what they are going to show you now, how the drone can fire. It's totally
Interesting.
This is just one out of hundreds of drones locally sourced and produced in Nigeria by Briech UAS, a Nigerian company that manufactures and designs drones locally. In fact, 80% of all its materials are locally sourced in Nigeria. And these drones are used for important tasks like surveillance, security operations, defense missions, and even tactical attacks.
But this one is meant to be like suicide drone. Go and destroy.
You see, Briech UAS is just one out of 10 companies that is being managed by EIB Group. You see, EIB Group is a conglomerate company that focuses on high-tech technologies like surveillance technology, defense solution systems, aerospace system, forensic intelligence, protective military equipment, media, and other related technology. In fact, it was this technology that was used to identify those that unalived the Arise TV young journalists in Abuja a few months ago. And for the very first time ever, we were given first-hand access into the drone and the surveillance manufacturing factory to know how this company is pioneering Africa's foremost technology like never before.
So you're the one that build all these.
Me and my team.
Yes. All the stuff you use are locally produced Nigerian something.
I'll say 80%. Okay. When I say 80% local content, that's what I mean.
The good thing is these drones, like I said, we are designing them for security agencies.
Okay, yeah.
Basically for defense purpose and security. This is a bomb, a dummy one that can harbor or cause havoc to the enemies. So the drone is designed to drop it at a specific location and then come back to us. You can also use it as a suicide drone. This is basically for security agencies, and the purpose of it is for security purpose, basically, yes. This is just one of the drones that they are just trying to fine-tune it, configure, and so. Do you have the software that you are running? Better flight.
So if you, let's say you want to build a drone, like how long does it take? How many months or how many?
This we can produce even 100 in a day. Yes. This configuration doesn't take them time. I believe in the next 5-10 minutes you'll see them flying this whole thing.
But Briech UAS doesn't just produce DJI type of drones like this. They also manufacture tactical quadchoppers drones. And these specific type of drones are military drones built for durability, long-range, secured and encrypted communications, and some of them even carry specialized sensors like thermal and lidar. To an extent, some even carry explosives. They operate at an altitude of 10,000 to 30,000 feet for over 24 hours, and they are also called medium altitude, long endurance, MALE UCAVs. And this type of drones are used by military of most governments to fight against any form of insurgency.
These are actually the fixed wing drones and also long range.
These are the ones that are used by the military.
Yes, by the military.
And all these are made, all of them are made here.
Here, that's why I said this is basically our manufacturing factory. So I will take you around through the manufacturing process before I will show you the end product.
So now we can even dare US if you want to.
Dear anybody, sha. But I have confidence in our team anyway. Wow. So, in everything you are doing, technology, engineering, you first of all start with design.
Yeah.
And design will give you a clear headway of where you are going. That's where you'll be able to figure out your timelines, your quality controls, your safety features. Everything begins in our design stage. Wow. So we analyze every bit of what we are doing, ensure whatever we are producing have enough integrity and it will be reliable enough, particularly for our African terrain.
Exactly.
Yes, environmental factors for Africa, basically, and Nigeria, of course, Africa at large. So this is our design stage where we design all our drones, and of course we analyze this system. The person make some analysis of there are forces that are acting on the aircraft. Yeah, as it's flying on the air, of course forces are acting on it. So we analyze those forces, we resolve those forces, and distribute the forces accordingly on the drone. Yeah, so we have where I will also show you, we do something software in the loop. It's still part of design stage. Okay. So basically most of the errors, you try to eliminate them from the design stage.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Hardware wise and software wise, you analyze everything. So this first stage of our production process. So I'll take you to the next stage. Yes. After we design, we take them to CNC machine where we carve out the patterns. Okay. Those patterns, we use them to make molds.
Mold?
Yes, mold.
Mold, okay.
Yeah, so I will show you.
Like clay, kind of, okay.
Yeah, so the drones are being brought out from those molds. Okay. So I'll take you to the next stage is CNC machine.
I hope these are not like secrets.
No, they are not. It's just... but you will not give out. So the CNC machine will carve out the structures that we need, the patterns that we need, which I will show you the models. Wow. So these are different types of CNC machines. This is 3 axis and this 4 axis.
So, I mean, how come this is not even going viral in Nigeria? Well, I mean, these are awesome.
Yeah, because what we are doing is basically for security
reasons.
So,
yeah.
Yes, so most of our services are tailored towards security support. Wow. Yes, so that's what we do. So after producing the patterns, I'll take you to the molds, where the molds are being produced.
So can we, I think, okay.
No, we are coming. This will be like the end product.
The end product, okay,
let's follow the production process, then we come back.
All right.
So these are the molds for the different variant of the drones. This is the fuselage, the wings, the tail of the drone, that's vertical stabilizers. Yeah. Yes, the different sections. These are the canopies for battery access and the flight controllers. This is for the smaller drone, and this also is another fuselage for the bigger drone, much bigger drone. This is all basically for the Asenio. These are the wings, also wings. So they have 2 wings and stuff like that.
So some of these drones now, they can also use it to be spying on.
Yes, basically that's what they do. Surveillance and reconnaissance, and also they have the capability to carry weapons. Okay. Yes. So these are the molds. I will now show you one of the products that come out from this mold. This one in particular. Yeah. We call it Asenio. So what we are doing here, after bringing out from the molds, this is the wings and this is the fuselage that I show you in that particular room. Yes. So this is now they will smoothen it before we take it to the painting stage. So what they are doing here is just to try to make a very good finishing of the body smooth. I'll take you now to the painting site.
So these one are the
where
we left.
Yes, where we left. So you bring them here, you do the final finishing, and take them to the paint booth where you do your painting. So that means your drone the body is now fully produced. Because after painting, you take it out now for the electronics guys. So yeah, so I will show you the final product. So in this room, this is where you do
based
the
on what
final
you are
cleaning.
saying, just like what you have said, most of all the stuff that are being used to produce this are locally
sourced.
So
Here, 100%, we don't import. Anything I show you here is locally sourced.
The beauty of this drone manufacturing company is not just that 80% of the materials are locally produced in Nigeria, but the fact that this drone has been strategically built to fit into the climatic conditions of the African continent. But not just only that, the major reason is because of data privacy. Due to the increase of data theft all around the world, especially for defense companies, a company that is predominantly a Nigerian and African product will be able to secure all its data in the African continent and Nigeria, and prevent foreign militaries and foreign powers from having access into its data to protect national security of not just Nigeria, but for the entire African continent.
What we are producing here is basically to fit in our environmental factors.
And most importantly, the data that you get here will not also be transmitted
to them. Yes. So whatever here data, we have our own server, we have our own, you can see we have our satellite service already. So whatever we are doing is fully secured, your information, no third party will have access to the information. So this is one of our end products from those processes that I showed you.
So this drone is, you can fly it from just being here?
Yes, from here. The good thing is that's why you have these propellers.
Yeah.
It's for takeoff, vertical takeoff and landing. So it can take off like helicopter. You don't need a runway that you run and take off. So anywhere, whether in a bush, on a road, you take off and you come back happily. So very easy and versatile to operate with. So we call them hybrid drones. They can take off electronically and transit using prime movers. So do you want me to show you inside? No?
I mean, if you want us to.
Okay. So basically here, there is what is called ergonomy in engineering.
Ergonomy?
Ergonomy, yes. So that we segment the systems.
Okay.
For easy of maintenance and for human beings to easily adapt to the system. So we segment it. Anything from here backward, our engine systems are accommodated there. So anything within this place, electronics aspects are here. This place, fuel system.
Yes.
And then you have communication system here. So I will now open it and show you how those things are. This may be your cameraman. So you can see anything from here backward is our engine system and their control. From here backward. Then the electronics are here.
Yeah.
This is basically for maintenance purpose and troubleshooting, just to reduce downtime. You don't want to be in the bush and you spend a lot of time looking for where your problem is.
Exactly.
So I know I have electrical problem, I'll just come here straight, do it and go. So our fuel system is here. So here, anything under here, you have our fuel system. This is the fuel tank, 20 liters, normal petrol.
That's like how many hours?
10, 12 hours.
Wow.
So on normal surveillance, you can spend up to 12 hours. If you are carrying weapons, the hours will reduce to 8 to 10 hours.
Prior to this technology, this piece of technology, or let me call it this piece of artwork, whenever Nigeria needs something like this, how do they?
Like you said, they source it from outside. And that's what actually motivates us. Say, okay, if we can get it outside, why not bring it home? So that to 100% suit our environment and suit our demands, our needs. The previous drone I show you we call it hybrid drones. Yeah. However, this one is fully electric. It operates basically on batteries. You don't need fuel here. So that's why we call it fully electric. And it does 46 hours. And
So-
it's basically for surveillance. No.
Oh, okay, for surveillance.
Yes, yes. No weapon payload on it.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
And the same segmentation. This is the electronics aspect. And then this is the battery compartment, power section here.
Now, the question really is, who is actually the brain behind this brilliant technology defense company? Why do people refer to him as Africa's Elon Musk? And how has he been able to build a very successful defense company that most tech entrepreneurs in Africa would never dare to go into? Watch out for the part 2 to find out more about who really has built this successful company, and make sure you like and subscribe to this particular channel.